Hey guys, welcome to this very special episode of Go Big Again. And this is a behind the scenes episode. We're going to tell you what's happening with the three SUVs that we purchased. First and foremost, of course, we bought this 1995 Toyota Land Cruiser. Actually, Nathan bought it back in the fall for about $15,500. Then I purchased this 1997 Ford Expedition about 3 months ago for $6,500. And finally, Andre and I bought this 1998 Chevy Tahoe LT before it actually went through the auction for $9,500 because, well, it was just so clean and pristine that we didn't want it to go through the auction and we wanted to have it to ourselves. Now, in this episode, we're going to tell you what happens to all three of these vehicles, and there's a special announcement that I think you're going to find fascinating. So let's do a quick recap as to what happened in the previous three episodes. To find out which of these three is the best 90s family hauler, we're going to put them through a series of challenges. And as you can tell, today we're going to do one of the favorite things we love to do, and that is go off-road. Well, boys, this Land Cruiser is just eating this up. It doesn't care. It's having a fun day in the snowy mountains, and it just proves once again that this is by far the best 90s family hauler because it could do it all.
All right. Well, that mirror got hit hard, but momentum is your friend. And whoa, sliding. Mother, I didn't say a bad word. Trying to avoid bad words.
Okay, so I've scraped using my front. I hope it's a skid plate. Oh, that's close. Ah! I almost touched my rear corner. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe I'm a little bit out of my element with my stock ride height and my tires. It's not all about going off-road, it's all about fuel economy. Isn't that right, Andre?
Yes, road trips. So we're gonna do our Denver 100 efficiency loop. We're gonna figure out who is the most efficient big SUV.
That's right, and polar ice caps will be melted.
Well, this was actually a great day to do this because we have had incredible wind, and I was basically floored from the second we turned north, and the outcome of that is that I'm about a click above a half a tank.
Yeah, I don't think Andre or I had to go over 3,000 RPM at all today.
Actually, my transmission almost never shifted. Yes, there are a couple of climbs where it has to downshift. It did shift, but in general, it was kind of smooth.
Now in this episode, we're going to do performance testing. So we're going to go 0 to 60 and 60 to 0 to see which truck does best in terms of performance. And then, my boys, then we're going to have a really fun TFL Tumbleweed Ranch performance challenge that may involve fishing.
Fishing?
I don't like, it sounds fishy. Here we go, 0 to 60 in the Land Cruiser. Floored, air conditioner off.
Yeah,
Three people in the vehicle, a mile above sea level.
I have drum brakes in the rear, which is kind of a traditional 90s thing, I guess, for trucks.
And plus, his has been maintained well.
Yeah, his is almost brand new.
There he goes.
This is the left to get to the...
You don't have to go fishing, but you may want to go fishing because if you do catch the biggest fish, you'll get a total of 3 additional points. All right there is logs, Nathan. Right there, you just passed it.
I didn't pass it. Look at that.
Come on, fish. I got a fish!
No way!
I got a fish!
No
Gentlemen,
way.
I got a fish!
No, Roman!
I got a fish!
This cannot be.
For all of you guys who've been following TFL for the 15 years, Andre, that we've been doing this,
Yes.
you know that Andre has a special place in his heart for 90s GM vehicles. Why is that, Andre?
Well, it comes from my dad, really.
Yeah.
So back in the 90s, when we moved to Colorado, my dad owned a couple of Chevy Ventures, if you remember that minivan. And he kind of fell in love with the Chevrolet brand. And when you said, Andre, there's this incredible Chevy Tahoe at the auction, I had to kind of see it.
Yeah, because let me pop the hood and show you just how pristine this is. This is a
Do you have the key?
I don't have the key, Andre. Go get the key. This is a one-owner car that somebody loved very much. And there's two kinds of loving when it comes to cars. There's the I love the wheel. Look behind the wheel of the car, which can be problematic. And then there's the loving where I take care of the car like it was part of the family. And this is how this thing was treated. Isn't that true, Andre? Because look under the hood. Now let's pop the hood.
And we don't know the exact history, who the person was who owned it.
Oops, sorry, let me go pop it in. I just opened the door. I forgot the popper. Go ahead.
And we don't know the exact history about who the person was who owned this, but it came from Wyoming because we have a lot of stickers and some maintenance records from this truck. But popping the hood, and even Nathan would agree, it just looks like there's no dust, there's no dirt. It just looks pristine.
And usually when we buy a car, the first thing we have to do is replace a battery. And look at this one, 1023, dude.
Yeah, just a couple months, few months old right there.
And somebody definitely loved this because not only do we have one key, but we have both keys, and that's, pretty amazing.
And also look at the key itself. Usually these buttons would be rubbed off by now, right?
Yeah.
The key looks pristine.
Now let's show them the inside so you have a sense for what this thing's like. You want to pop the door, Andre?
There we go.
Look at this. This has not even been sat in.
Usually some of these seats, these really cushy GMT 400 seats, have a rip on the side, right? Because people would go in and out. But there's no rips. It looks almost brand new.
And what's even more amazing, it looks almost brand new with 118,000 miles.
Yeah.
So somebody not only loved this, but they took care of it as one of their own. So the big question, Andre, is what are we doing with this?
I'm going to buy it.
Andre's going to buy it. Of course you're going to buy it.
That was pretty simple, right? Actually, my dad and I are going to buy it. He wants to travel a little bit more just on the highway, on the road, with my mom, my parents together. And this could be a perfect road trip vehicle for them.
Yeah, because look, let's face it, every modern vehicle today is a labyrinth of digital destruction that is hard to fathom, whereas this has real buttons. It has just classic controls. If you want to turn the air conditioning on, guess what, Andre? You hit the AC button.
And you twist a knob that says temperature or fan. It's very simple.
And we have a deal going on, and we've always had this at TFL, that if somebody in the company wants to buy the vehicle, then they can buy it for whatever we paid for it. And I think $9,500 is, a fair deal for a very incredible vehicle that I think you could take across country tomorrow and not worry about it breaking down. And that's pretty amazing for a vehicle that's now almost 30 years old.
Yeah, and you put a little bit into it, right? The company put some money into the brakes of this vehicle, and the tires are almost, in great condition already. So
it's good to go across country. And just to prove it, why don't we show them a little bit of what this thing can do both on and off-road. Think about it this way. Now that you're going up there, Andre, it's really all in your hands. You pick the line.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to force you to pick the hardest line.
Go right.
You're not?
Really hard.
No, go whichever way you want.
all right, so let me judge the situation.
You got skid plates, right? Or skid plate?
I have at least one.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
In the center?
Yes. I'm not too scared. Okay, hey! Ooh! Something scraped in the front.
Ooh.
It's actually doing really well.
It's doing okay. He hasn't really been spinning much.
Oh, it's surprising.
A little bit of articulation there.
Yeah.
Lost a little bit of ground, but nothing bad.
All right, well, call me impressed.
111 miles divided by 5.892. Oh, wow! 18.8.
Your steed looks fast.
Yes.
But is it fast?
It's red.
It's red, yeah.
Yes.
Unless you got the air conditioning on, you're going to keep that on?
No. I'm going to shut it down.
Okay.
All the windows closed.
Maybe you have a power mode?
I need to, but I need to burn the tires a little bit to get maximum traction.
Right now, lad.
All right, show us what you can do,
I'm
man.
going to brake torque it.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa, that
That's
was
pretty hard takeoff.
We'll have the most displacement of any of you guys. You got the heaviest foot, my man.
Come on. go.
Oh, it is quick.
And then it kind of dips a little bit. Yeah, it's just
Oh, here it goes.
And
Oh, you got it.
but not by much.
No.
yeah.
13.5 versus 14.3.
So you're basically second faster.
Nathan, so when we did our cheap Toyota series, you broke the budget. That was supposed to be a $10,000 budget, and you decided to go buy this, which costs, well, a lot more.
Thing is that this is not as expensive as you might think it is, but more importantly, it's a Land Cruiser.
Wait, so the budget is $10,000. How much is this bad boy?
It's not 10,000. It's not even close.
Yeah, it's not even close. But how much over is it?
It's not 17 either.
Is this $16,000?
Ish.
And how many miles? Let's see how many miles.
That's the good part. Wait till you see.
It's got, let's see here. Oh, 153.
Exactly.
You're only about 47 short.
No. You're thinking this the wrong way. This is an investment because this is now a vehicle that has way under the miles. I mean, these guys normally have 250,000 miles on them and they're like 20 grand. You know this is true. This is a deal. That's why we had to come all the way out here to Mountain Town in order to find something. Dude, come on. It's minor cosmetic stuff going on here. It has a lift, old man emu suspension, has sliders, which probably have to go away. But
How much do you think it costs to repaint one of these?
paint.
This is not something you buff out, Nathan.
Here's my impression of Roman when I basically told him what we were going to buy and how much. Oh no, please stop. No, really, you shouldn't do that. You were more behind it than I was, and for good reason. And that's because finding one of these in really good condition is very difficult in Colorado. And this is in immaculate condition with the exception of the hood and the roof, which we took care of.
Yeah, so we had the hood and the roof painted because the clear coat was kind of done.
Yeah.
But for the most part, if you look on the inside, why don't we show on the
Check
inside?
out the interior. The
Yeah.
interior is just pristine.
Yeah, it looks like nobody's actually spent a lot of time behind the seat of this. Now this has 155,000 miles, Nathan, and that's about midlife for a Land Cruiser, right?
It is roughly.
But everything in here is, dirty, but pristine. Nothing's torn, nothing's broken, everything works. And the reason I'm saying that is because we're going to sell this, Nathan, and we bought it for, like I said, about 15 and a half. We put about $2,500 into it. And since we bought it, actually prices of these have come up a little bit.
They have. They've gone up about 10% in some cases. So altogether, if you take into account what this costs for us to buy, and the fact that we got lucky with that, by the way, and what we put into it, we're going to have to ask a little bit more than we bought it for.
Yeah, so Haggerty says it's worth $20,500 for a 1995 Land Cruiser in good condition, which this is. So we're going to ask for $20,000. So if you're interested, it can be yours. Shoot us an email at ask@tfltruck.com. And we're also trying to sell our Tacoma, and I got a lot of emails from people who kind of are trying to get a deal on it. We're not here to make money, but we're also not fire sailing stuff, guys. So
No.
if you want, a clean, lifted Toyota Land Cruiser that's, in completely functional condition with brand new tires.
Yeah, the tires are worth a fortune on their own.
Yeah, and an old man emu lift and, very little rust. Then there is rust on the rock rails.
Just on the rails, that's it.
Yeah, that's aftermarket.
Yeah.
That's, of course, going to happen.
But the rest of the truck is in really good shape. As you guys know, you've seen it perform, so you know it runs perfect. Bottom line, this is going up for sale. I'm going to miss it, but at the same time, I think he's going to miss it even more.
I will miss it because this has a special place in my heart because Tommy spent his childhood actually going to school in this because our neighbor had one, and I always thought these things were like cool Tonka trucks. Let's cut to some video showing this thing up performing. We're coming up to the hard part. I will take the hardest line, boys.
Of course he will.
The hardest line.
Yeah, that's...
I will not avoid. Look at all the articulation we got going on here. Check this out.
You will not be able to do the hardest line, Andre.
Well,
the hardest
Without
line.
taking out your bumper?
I don't want to test scrape my bumper.
You're practically a Corvette with your ground clearance.
Look at this. Just doesn't even care. Not a wheel spinning. It doesn't care.
Okay. So we found out that Land Cruisers are great at off-roading.
Wow, knocked me over with a feather. Well, Roman, you have proved your point.
So the Land Cruiser says I went 104.6 miles, which we know is wrong, so we won't be using that. But the scary part is, look at the fuel gauge. Oh my God. I'm a click above halfway down. All right, second click. Let's do the math. 6.798 gallons. 111 divided by 6.798. Right, here we go. No. Can that be right? That can't be right. That is a shocking number. Here we go. 0 to 60 in the Land Cruiser. Floored, air conditioner off.
Yeah,
3 people in the vehicle. A mile above sea level.
And you have the power button on too.
I do have the power button.
Well done.
Of course.
What does that do?
Hear that roar of that straight 6?
I hear something.
I hear wind.
We just exceeded 13 seconds.
Yeah, we're at 50, maybe.
Oh my God, that's bad.
And there's 60.
What was that?
Read them and weep, dude.
I would rather you make the quarter.
17.81, Andre.
17.81. Now these are real world conditions with 3 rather large men. That's including.
But we're a family, right?
Oh,
Shut up with the family.
What is a family thing?
We're co-workers.
SUV.
Nathan, we have a big announcement, and actually there's a 2-part announcement, right? There's what's happening to this, and then why it's happening. So I'll let you take it from there.
Okay, can I address something first?
Of course.
Guys, I've been playing around. You know, I try to be the funny guy because I'm fat, but also because that's what I do. So I've been saying that the 5.4 in this has gone in every single vehicle Ford has made, and you guys have been like, oh no, it hasn't. Yes, I know the 4.6 is the one. So first of all, I wanted to get that clear.
Fair.
I was just trying to make this thing look better. By the way, this is the 2-valve, not the 3-valve 5.4, which is better in terms of reliability. And the reason I mention that is because, first announcement, I'm going to buy it. This is going to be mine. This is my 4th vehicle purchased from TFL.
I talked about this agreement that we have that you can buy for what we paid for it. Well, in this case, you're buying it for $3,000 less than we paid for it, and that's because you need it for something very important. What is that, Nathan?
TFL is expanding. We are going to open a branch in Southern California, and I will be running that branch in Southern California. In other words, I'm moving from Colorado to California. I'm still part of TFL. We're still going to be doing videos together. We're still going to be doing reviews on the whole 9 yards, but this expands our footprint and allows us to get vehicles we could not get here in Colorado. And I'm going to use this to help me move my family and I to Los Angeles.
Because there are a few smaller cars.
I honestly, the idea of bringing something that gets at best 16 miles per gallon to a place where they're charging $5 to $6 per gallon is a little scary. But this is a temporary thing, and I need a lot of space, but I need a tow trailer. That's probably going to be about 5,000 pounds. We have an independent trailer, of course, going there. But while I'm there in LA, my wife will be buying furniture. And I'm getting rid of my Hyundai Santa Cruz. That's going away probably next month. And I'm better with used old vehicles anyway. So yeah, once again, my 4th TFL vehicle, and the guys have been very kind to give it to me at a discount. So I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, it runs like a top, so that's one of the reasons I'm doing it.
Yeah, show them how this thing performed during our episodes.
Oh my.
If we're moving forward, then I'm not slipping, right?
No, you're moving forward.
All right, here we go. Here's the hard part. Let's see how it does. Wow, it's doing it. Whoa. Yeah. Sort of, kind of. Stuck.
I'm stuck. I'm accelerating,
We got it.
which got me out of stuck.
Got it.
Stuck. Ah!
All right, well, congratulations, Nathan. You made it up there.
So my vehicle says we've only gone 103.5 miles. It's a little off. Okay, there we go. 6.623. Okay, 111 divided by 6.623. Why can't I get this right? Okay. Oh my lord, that is not what I expected. 25 mpg. That is, yes.
Are you going to blow us away with your big V8?
I am going to give it a little bit of good.
Here we go.
I can already tell you the launch is better, and I have the most aerodynamic vehicle. No roof rack, smooth front end. Peaked up just past 4,000 RPM. I'm already at 50 miles per hour. Yeah, I'm going to trounce Roman, without a doubt.
There, you're 14. Well, dude, he beat you by 3 seconds.
That's a trouncing. That's not even beat.
I had a bad feeling about this.
Nathan, I'm so excited to have you as our California bureau chief.
I'm excited too, and I'm really scared. Yeah.
Can I come visit?
Of course you can.
Okay.
Just not during the Olympics. I'm going to be renting out my backyard so I can make some extra cash.
Actually, you could rent this out.
Yeah, people live in this. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have it for that long, but who knows?
Well, guys, thank you for joining us for this series, Go Big Again. And as always, this is Roman,
Andre?
And Nathan.
our new California bureau chief. We will see you next time. Ciao.
The very first thing I'm adding to my soon-to-be new vehicle for me is a air freshener from our friends at Onyx Off-Road. Remember, if you want to smell right, use Onyx.
Yeah, that's because you spilled a gallon of coffee in there, Nathan.
Half a gallon. So this, that's very manly smelling. So this will actually help quite a bit. Thank you, Onyx. Appreciate it.